KKR can't seem to do it on. They just don't have enough money. They need help getting more.
Well, this is a huge pool of money, as you know. This is $4 trillion throughout the world. These are private families. This is not just the pensions, the endowments that private equity and hedge funds have counted on for a long time. And obviously, wealthy people have been investing in private equity for a long time. But getting into these markets really means a very sort of high-touch approach.
So what are they doing?
So you've got General Petraeus at KKR, who now runs the KKR Global Institute. So he's bringing folks in, meeting with them.
Can you help me understand that? How exactly does David Petraeus help bring clients in? I mean, he's a really well-known guy, but it's not like he's got relationships with the world's most famous wealthy people.
He doesn't necessarily have relationships with the world's most famous people, but the world's most wealthiest people do want to meet him. I mean, he's a highly connected global guy, and so they are using what they have at their disposal. Now, in addition,
he tells great stories.
Tells great stories. So you've got David Petraeus, you've got the chief economist Henry McVeigh, you've got Ken Mellman, who used to run the Republican Party working at KKR. You know, so these guys, they come in, and one of the interesting things we heard in reporting this story was that family offices all require a real personal level of attention, right? The joke in family office world is if you've met one family office, you've met one family office. There's not something that you can do to just say, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go.
What does it say about KKR's strategy that they're targeting family office wealth?
Well, the main thing that it says, not just about KKR, but about the rest of the industry, is that, you know,
they're all going after it.
They're all going after it. I mean, we talked to Blackstone, we talked to Carlyle Group, and all of them have these very sophisticated efforts to do this. And part of the reason is because pension funds, which, as you know, have been the biggest source of funds for private equity over time, they're still investing heavily, but as we shift from defined benefit to defined contribution, not to get too wonky about it, those pools are, if not shrinking, stabilizing, so they need, you know, new sources of capital.
All right, so private equity firms are bringing in star power. Does that mean we're not that many years away from Jay-Z courting possible client? I mean, if you're going to bring in an influencer, what do people want? People are saying, I'm going to give you money if Donald Petraeus comes to a meeting?
It's not so much that. It's that they want to be in the room with smart people who can talk about the global economy. And one of the things that we heard from family offices who've been to these meetings is that they really, it's a soft sell. And, I mean, they really just want to be around smart people. And eventually, you know, maybe they give some money down the line.
Pretty cool.
Jason, thank you.
Absolutely. Good to be with you.
Our bureau chief here in New York, Jason Kelly.